Welcome to another Lake Turn Automation RPA solution overview. In this video, we are going to provide an overview of a state payroll reporting automation we developed to automate an extremely time-consuming manual report. Form 22 is a labor-intensive manual report for the North Carolina Industrial Commission used for workers' compensation claims. While this is a very specific report used in North Carolina, the constructs of this automation are easily replicated to address any state or federal reporting challenges you might be facing within your organization. As you look at this manually generated report, pay particular attention to the middle section, which requires you to place an X for every day of the year where an employee worked a full day, and place a / for a partial work day. As you can imagine, this is a very tedious and time-consuming section to complete. Leveraging Excel, Visual Basic for applications, and ElectroNeek's RPA development platform, we were able to fully automate the generation of this report. The end result? Our automated workflow was able to produce this report in 35 seconds, compared to the 35 minutes required to manually complete the original document we just reviewed. So let's now take a peek under the hood and see how this automation functions. To facilitate rapid client deployment, we are currently running this automation centrally on our server. However, this workflow can easily be installed to run on client hardware as well. At a high level, the centralized workflow functions as follows. Step 1. The user emails their report data to a secure inbox. Step 2. A bot monitors this inbox, and upon receipt of a data file, the report creation workflow is automatically initiated. Step 3. After our automated workflow creates the report, a bot then sends an email back to the original requester that contains an Excel version of the report, a PDF print version of the report, and a copy of the original report data that was submitted. These 3 steps happen within minutes, exponentially decreasing the time and effort required to produce the report, while dramatically improving report readability and accuracy. Now let's take a quick peek as the automation executes each step of the process. In step 1 of the process, after an injury is reported in the ERP system, a bot automatically generates a payroll report for the impacted employee and saves it to an extract folder. As we open the report, you can see that it contains the payroll information necessary to create the Form 22. A bot monitors the extract folder, and as a new file arrives there, it automatically creates an email and sends the necessary documents to the secure email server for processing. In step 2 of the process, a bot monitors our secure Form 22 inbox for a new file to arrive. When a new payroll file sent by the client PC bot arrives, the following ElectroNeek workflow is automatically executed. Before we execute the report generation workflow, let's quickly review the automation steps inside the ElectroNeek Studio Pro development platform. This is the main execution loop that orchestrates all of the bots required for the automation. Comments have been added to the right to highlight the main steps in the process. These are the main execution subroutines required to generate the Form 22 report that we have been reviewing thus far. Now let's execute the workflow to create the automated report based on the payroll information that was just received in the inbox for Jane Doe. Here is the workflow actually executing. As the bots in this automation run in the background, you won't see much activity on the screen, but you can see progress in the small execution window to the bottom right of the video. As you can see now, it's reading through the Excel payroll file that the client sent into the secure inbox. As it reads each row in that payroll file, it's processing the report, specifically putting the X's and the / across the calendar for an entire year based on the overview that we looked at during the initial part of this video. After it appends the rows to the Excel file, here it opens Excel. It's creating the final versions of the reports. Once it completes that, as you can see in the bottom right hand window, it emails all the reports back to the client, and we're done. So let's jump over to the client's inbox and take a look at the final product. Here you can see that the email has arrived from the automated workflow in the requester's inbox, and it contains the following 3 attachments that I identified earlier in the video. The first attachment is a PDF copy of the Form 22 report. It is print ready and/or can be forwarded directly to the Industrial Commission. The second attachment in the email is an editable Excel version of the Form 22 report, and as you can see down here in the middle, the bots have completed the laborious process of placing the forward slashes and X's in every day of the year where an employee has worked. And the last attachment in this email is a copy of the original payroll report that was submitted to create the Form 22 so that the requester might file this in the historical documents for the case. So that concludes this automation overview. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or would like to discuss specific automation challenges in your organization. Until next time, may your days be bright and your process burdens light.